Hello, Moto.
That is a ringtone that has been ingrained in my memory for the longest time. Motorola used to be such a cool company. I remember my dad and my friends' dads and a lot of people owning Motorola phones. I remember hearing this ringtone all this time and looking at these Motorola Razr phones and thinking, hey, these are so cool. I cannot wait to get my own. What I knew is just the beginning, and I do think that Motorola was the cool company, but nowadays is basically a third-rate company. So when it comes to Motorola, as you guys know, they are very, very popular for sure. However, Motorola is no longer the super popular company that it used to be. Yeah, sure, they're still one of the best-selling phones of all time. They're definitely in the top 20. But hey, at this point, guys, Motorola is kind of falling off, especially in Canada where I live. And in Canada, I think Motorola is the worst smartphone company in the country. I have to say, guys, out of all the smartphone companies, especially out of all the big ones, Motorola is definitely the worst. Out of all the companies, Motorola is the absolute worst. And the reason behind this is because of their strategy to release phones in Canada, and I think that this makes them absolutely terrible in Canada. I believe that Motorola just wants to fail in Canada with the amount of bad decisions that they are taking, the terrible looking website, for example, the other things. There's a lot of things that I'm going to be discussing here in this video. And yeah, stay tuned because this is basically going to be telling you guys why Motorola Canada, if they want to compete, they have to wake up. So yeah, let's go ahead and let's go with my background on Motorola and my first Motorola phone that I owned and the second one, and also some extras. The first phone that I ever owned from Motorola was the Motorola Moto G. The Moto G was actually a pretty cool phone for sure. It was a very cheap phone for about $150, and you could basically do whatever you wanted on this phone. This was a far cry from the Samsungs and also the iPhones, but it was very nice and it was affordable and it was cheap, and you could really do whatever you wanted to. You could download apps, you could call people, you could play games and stuff like that as well. So, and yeah, at the time, this was really a game changer, and Motorola was doing fantastic things, and I think that Moto G is really where they shined in the modern age, and I really want to see them continue to do this. Yes, the new modern Motorola phones and stuff like that are very good, but they have not reached the exceptional price point nor the exceptional performance of the original Moto G. I think that Motorola still has a ways to go to reach that. And I think that this is really where Motorola shined the most for me. I really enjoyed this phone. But yeah, this phone was really cool, guys. I had a lot of fun with it, using it. Used it in 2014. And I was very happy with it. So yeah, Motorola at that point for me was fantastic, and it was also the first phone that I ever owned. So obviously biased take, but I think that this phone was absolutely phenomenal, and I would love to see a Motorola phone reach something like this price point. With the RAM shortage, probably never happening, but who knows? One can hope. After this phone here, I went ahead and I got a big boy phone, the Motorola Moto Z Play. This phone really just changed everything for me, and this phone really just made me love Motorola and their innovation and stuff like that. The attachments that they had, I got the speaker, there was a projector attachment, there was so many cool things that you can get. You can get a longer battery attachment, you had a gamepad attachment, and this is really where Motorola shined the most. You had a great camera, great specifications for the price, and also the Moto actions were so cool. The double chop to open the flashlight, the double twist to open your camera, it was fantastic. And using the fingerprint sensor to go ahead and use this as your back button or your forward button, I think that this is totally undefeated. and this is why the Motorola Moto Z, in my opinion, the Moto Z is absolutely fantastic. Now fast forward to 2025, I went ahead and by now I went ahead and went to Samsung. I had the S21 that I sold, and I got the Galaxy Z Flip 5. However, okay, I was not very happy with the phone. I thought the phone was kind of slow. There was some issues with it, battery life issues. But then I saw the Motorola Razr Ultra, and man, this phone is absolutely amazing. However, the first problem just really began with me trying to see if I can buy the phone. It was so difficult to try to see if I can make an order. The phone is super expensive on Amazon, and on the Motorola website, it is so bad. It is absolutely insane. I think Motorola has the worst website out of any phone manufacturer that is selling in Canada. I think that it's absolutely terrible. There's like nothing on the website. Compare this one here to the American website and you will see pop-ups, you'll see chat icons, you'll see an accidental protection plan that you can get, financing options, you can get student options, student loans, many things that you can do. You can trade in your phone, and look, there's nothing like this on the Canadian site. I don't know why. It's just that I guess Motorola just hates money. And the absolute worst part about this is that you guys can see there's different colors and stuff like that. In Canada, there's only the one color, only one storage option. You can trade in your phone, you can do so many things. And now here's the thing that absolutely burst my bubble. My phone came from the US, so there is absolutely no reason whatsoever that Motorola cannot sell me the 1TB model, which is the model that I wanted to get. But why is it so dang difficult to go ahead and get this? And look at the price. With a free set of Moto Buds with a 1TB, that is literally less expensive, even if you convert it, than the Canadian model for 512 gigabytes only. This is absolutely insane, Motorola. Like, what are you doing? Even besides that too, I mean, getting this phone was an absolute nightmare. On most phone manufacturers, if you were to order a phone, they would go ahead and they would ask you, hey, what day are you available? Motorola does nothing like this, does nothing of this sort. Expect delays, expect confusion. They block off the like the hold at location, which makes it extremely difficult. I know that the phone is expensive, but still, this level of communication with the customer is absolutely horrible. Now let's compare this to Apple or Samsung, where you can actually choose a date and go ahead and even get somewhat of a discount as well, because you're buying it through the store. Like I said before, no financing options, no accidental protection plan. There is, like, the charger is literally $129, which is absolutely insane. There is no cases on the website. There is no other accessories that you can buy. There are so many things that are missing from the Canadian website to the American website. And the thing is that it's coming from America, okay? My Motorola Moto Ultra, my Moto Ultra 2025 came from America. So why can I not buy this from Canada? Like, it doesn't make any sense. If it's coming from the same location, coming from the same warehouse, what is going on? I think that an even bigger issue than this is you're not able to really find a case or a screen protector. You have to rely on these weird third-party companies and stuff like that. And yeah, sure, some of them are actually decent. I would recommend Poetic if you are looking to get the Motorola Razr Ultra 2025 in Canada. I think the Poetic Spartan is an absolutely fantastic case, but you're going to be hard-pressed to find a lot of these things here. And when it comes to other manufacturers like Samsung, for example, you will be able to find thousands upon thousands of options, but on Motorola, no such thing. Even finding a screen protector for the Motorola is very, very difficult. Many companies just don't make it, and the only reputable company that actually does make it is Zag. And the Zag one costs a lot of money. So hey, if you're looking to fork over a lot of money for a phone and also a lot of money for a case and a screen protector, I think the Motorola Razr Ultra 2025 is fine. If you're looking to keep it within the budget, I would go with the Galaxy Z Flip 7. Also in Canada, the Z Flip 7 is a lot easier to find. You can go ahead and you can get it on Rogers, Bell, Telus, Kudo. You can get it on almost everything. However, the Motorola Razr 2025 and also other phones from Motorola, higher end ones, are only available on Rogers and Fido. Now let's talk about some more problems about the Motorola ecosystem. The phone is considered HDR capable, however it does not have a Netflix HDR certification. If you want that, you should be going for the Galaxy Z Flip 7 or even the Z Flip 6. That also has it as well. So hey, massive L for Motorola on that one. Definitely get your stuff sorted, man. Like, we all want to use Netflix. There's a lot of people that use Netflix, so really, you guys gotta do better, man. This is absolutely insane. Motorola is also ridiculous for ignoring software updates to the point where people have reported that they have received 0 software updates from Motorola. So if you're looking for a phone that is going to be supported for a dang long time, like you want to be using it for a pretty long time, I think you should just go Samsung. I mean, Motorola is known for skipping out on updates. They're known for skipping out on a lot of stuff, especially in Canada. In the US, it's not as bad, but even in the US, it's becoming pretty bad as well. So these next few things that I'll talk about will be affecting the Motorola ecosystem as a whole, not only just in Canada. Also, another thing about Motorola's website is that they are running the so-called fake sales. I have no idea exactly what's happening here, but I have received email after email after email telling me, oh hey, this Motorola phone's on sale. Don't miss out this Motorola phone sale. Like, what is going on? This is a fake sale every single week, seemingly every single month. As you guys might have noticed, I recorded this, like, some of this stuff during Valentine's Day, for example, because I just wanted to just, show someone, hey, these sales are very, very suspicious. But this is really, really strange. I mean, there's no other manufacturer that I know that has sales like literally every single week. Yeah, sure, the sales are good, but you're not really missing out if you don't buy anything. Yeah, sure, sometimes they might go up and down here and there, but you're going to be paying around the same price, I would say, all year round. Like, maybe once or twice you might be getting a much better deal, like maybe $100 off or so, but most of the time you're not going to be getting anywhere near $100 off. It's just going to be the same price for the entire year, and it just makes absolutely no sense. Also, since this is a flip phone, we gotta talk about the inner screen protector. The inner screen protector apparently voids the warranty if you remove it. Not that big of a deal if the warranty is already voided, but Samsung actually allows you to go ahead and even send in your phone a year or two after the warranty is over. People have reported almost 3 years of having their phone, and they sent in their phone and they got a phone replacement. Not for free, but they got a phone replacement for a decent price. Now for Motorola, however, once those years are over, you're not going to be able to get a free screen protector. Like, it's only 1 year, I think. So the first time to do it for free, after that you have to pay for it, and honestly, like I said before, I don't think that it's worth sending your phone over to just get the screen protector replaced. Just replace it yourself. It's really not that hard. It's actually fairly easy. And the good thing about this as well is that manufacturers like Super Shield actually go ahead and they do make the inner screen protectors for the Motorola Razr Ultra 2025 as well, which is absolutely awesome. So yeah, unfortunately, if you're looking for a high-end to mid-range phone nowadays, I think Motorola is really not the way to go, unless if you're getting the Motorola Razr Edge for like a decent price, which is still a pretty good phone, I would say, unless you go in that route. But if you're looking for foldables, it's not going to be the easiest thing to get a Motorola product for a decent price right now, especially in Canada. It's really a shame. I mean, like I said before, Motorola was a company that I really loved as a kid, and using my first phone, the Moto G, and also the Moto Z Play as well. I absolutely love these phones, but the thing is that at this point, I think Motorola is just doing a little bit too much and a little bit too little in some cases as well. Like, I mean, hey, they have their new foldable phone coming out to compete with the new Galaxy Fold. I mean, hey, the foldable phone market is so oversaturated, man. It is so oversaturated at this point. I mean, hey, you have the Chinese manufacturers creating these phones as well. So, like, what is Motorola even trying to do at this point? I don't even know if Motorola is going to be around for much longer at this point. Once they were bought out by Lenovo, I think the quality of their phones definitely went down. Once they were partnered with Google and stuff like that, I think that they were a decent company. But yeah, Motorola nowadays, guys, I think Motorola is really a shell of its former self, like I said, and I really think that they should go ahead and improve. And I really hope that someone at Motorola watches this video or goes ahead and sees the feedback from people online and changes some of their policies so we can buy a 1TB Motorola Razr Ultra 2025 in Canada. Why not? Or buy a different color, or get an accidental protection plan, or be able to trade in our phones. Like, this is so simple that Samsung and many other manufacturers, they offer this, but Motorola just doesn't, and I don't understand why. Like, at least be able to give me a charger that's not $129 and have your site glitch out and display this charger as $9,999. What am I buying? An RTX 5090? It should not be that much. Yeah, sure, it's glitched, but it is just still absolutely ridiculous. I think Motorola just needs to do better at this point, and it's very disappointing to see a company that I once loved and really cherished and bought a lot of their products and really enjoyed them so much that I went ahead and I was just like, hey, it's time for me to go ahead and get another phone. And then look at Motorola and I'm just like, hey, Motorola was awesome, man. Those Moto actions, the fingerprint sensor, you can move around and you can do all your stuff with the fingerprints. You can, you know, go back, you can go home, you can multitask windows and stuff like that. So all these features in Motorola, I mean, yeah, sure, the fingerprint is not there anymore, but if we go ahead and if we look at the features, Motorola is really lacking, man. Like I said, no HDR support on Netflix. There is very little like support in general. They're not giving quite as much support as Samsung. So yeah, it just honestly just leaves Motorola in a very weird spot. I mean, they're making a foldable phone. What is going to happen? I mean, these phones don't have a very big market already. They're less than 1% of the market. So hey, at this point, guys, I don't know what's going to happen with Motorola, but they really got to smarten up. In Canada especially, I think even in the US as well, there's definitely some problems for sure. That they should definitely have that Netflix certification 100%. I don't understand why they still don't have that. They should have the Dolby Vision certificate in Netflix and other streaming apps. So yeah, I really don't understand like what is happening with Motorola, and I made this video just to go ahead and tell you guys that Motorola is cool, but there are some compromises, and I made this video maybe to go ahead and to tell people that hey, this is a good product, but we should ask Motorola to do better, and the community definitely has to go ahead and tell Motorola, you guys need to do better. And like I said, I hope someone from Motorola watches this video, guys. And if someone from Motorola watches this video, guys, I don't hate you guys. I love Motorola products. However, as of late, I think that the Motorola products have not been great. And I think that my old Z Play was a lot better. And I think Motorola was in a much better place, more innovative and stuff like that as well. So I would really like to see Motorola innovate more in general. But definitely fix the Canadian market, man. Let me buy a 1TB phone without going through so many hoops and hurdles, and make a better website. And that's all I really need from Motorola. And once they start doing this, they're going to be getting a better market share for sure. because people are going to look at the market and they're going to be like, hey, these Motorola phones are actually really good, and they support HDR, and they support accidental protection plans in Canada, and I can get a 1TB model in Canada. So I think that this is just a no-brainer at this point, and Motorola should just absolutely follow the steps that I put together in this video. I think it would really help them out. Yeah guys, what do you guys think about Motorola? Have you used any of their products? Are you guys interested in their products? Do you guys think that they have a future? Do you guys think that they do not have a future? Please let me know in the comments down below. And yeah, it's been a little while since I've been working on this video, but I really just wanted to get it out before the end of the month, and I am very passionate about this subject here. So definitely leave your comments down below, guys. I'm definitely going to be reading each and every single one of them. I gotta say, the Motorola Razr 2025 is an awesome phone, the Ultra. However, with the current problems in Canada especially, I'm very hard pressed to recommend it. If you're looking for like a foldable phone, I would just go with Samsung, especially in Canada, because they have all the features that you need. They're very, very easy to find, and they do work a lot better in this country. I mean, hey, that's just how it is, man. You want to get the best product for your money, and I cannot really recommend this phone, but I think that it's good for what I need it for. But for most people, I think that Samsung is still the way to go for foldables, until maybe Apple goes ahead and makes their foldable phones, but who knows when that's going to happen. But yeah guys, that is going to be it for me for now. Thank you so much for watching, and definitely stay tuned for some more tech videos like this one here. I'm going to definitely be making more videos. Also gaming, obviously it's the gaming channel, but again, I do cover tech every now and then, and I think that this is a subject that needs to be covered. So yeah guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.